Yeah, we live. Let's get it, Rick. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go. Shut 'em down radio. We got Trae the Truth and Mysonne, the NY General on the line. Gentlemen, are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, yes, word, word. So you know what? I didn't even know where to begin with this interview because both of you have very deep and impeccable backgrounds. We got musicians, we got fathers, we got activists, we got authors, we got humanitarians. First thing I want to do is get into the music and the new project that you guys have out right now. And I want to find out how you guys came together on this project and then what it means for you.
Well, thanks for having us, first of all. Me and Trae, we known each other for years, man. Always mutual respect, just in the hip hop culture, But we got together recently, around the time of George Floyd, because we were both out there protesting. Trae has a lot of connections to the family of George Floyd, and my organization, Also Freedom, was out there protesting and standing with the people of Minneapolis, and we met up. And from there on, man, we became just inseparable. He's been with us everywhere. Just, when we've been supporting him in Houston, he's been supporting us all over, just going around, just trying to, fight for civil rights, fight against police brutality and justice. He actually got incarcerated a few times in Kentucky fighting for Breonna Taylor. So, we just bonded in that manner. And just since we were both artists who are on the front line and who are like-minded, and who have pretty much the same moral compass when it comes to this work, while we were out there, we decided that what better way to document what it is that we've been going through than to put together a music product. Since us both being musicians, we said, what, this is how we want to document. I remember sitting in the cell and one of my colleagues and brothers, Stephen Green, was talking about the letter from Birmingham jail that Dr. King wrote. And he was like, I should write something like that from Kentucky. So it gave, that sparked in my mind like that. We really need to document. We actually out here doing something that's going to be historical and that people are going to talk about from years. How do we document it? How do we give our mind what we were going through? What are we going to leave behind that people can tune into and reflect on to understand what it was we were dealing with at our time? So as we went into this project, that was our mind state, and Trae just said, yeah, we're going to get this done, called his producer and his engineer. We sat in the house and pretty much recorded the whole album in 2 days, maybe a little less than 2 days, if you really think about all of the stuff we were doing. But before we recorded the whole album, man, we just wanted to give the people something that reflected our minds, our hearts, and just who we were.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. Both of you have non-for-profit organizations, and I think that that's way more than what most people are doing these days. So I give you mad props on that because that's real special. Seems like you guys have a heart for the people. I can hear it in your voice, and you can hear it in the music as well. What are some of the challenges you might have faced recently with this project, if any at all?
Do you say challenges with the project?
Yes, sir.
Probably not being able to give it the proper amount of attention because we on the front lines helping the people, so we haven't been able to even really push or uplift the project the way that it needs to be to where people understand this is definitely something important for the culture. But speaking of all those who follow both of us, they kind of understand we're doing more important work at the time. And, we wanted the project to come out February, of course, being Black History Month. So, of course, we could have probably pushed it back. But it was like, man, at the end of the day, we can put it out and whatever's meant to be is going to be, Sean, if not, we understand sometimes shit happens.
Yes,
I don't even know if I'm supposed to cuss or not, but you get it. Yeah.
No, you good. You good. So, speaking of Trae the Truth, if I could ask you a question. Recently, the incident in Texas was it was a national issue in a sense where all the media outlets were talking about it. I know you came out, you did a lot of things for the community, as it seems like every year you're doing a lot, man. What was the motivation recently behind the gas station and providing, I think it was almost over 300 or 400 families with gas? So what
they
caused you
just
to...
need it. They need it. Just like last week alone, we took care of over 22,000 families that they counted. So probably even more than that. So the thing is, man, it's just a lot of people in need. You got to realize they were struggling before this situation happened. So then the situation happened, it only enhanced it even more. So it's just, man, trying to be there to relieve the people, trying to get them hope and just get them a push to let them know don't give up, you know.
Yes,
Every
sir.
once in a while you get something can seem like it's dying and you give it a little nudge and give it a little more life. I think that's just what we do and with people's hope and faith. Like when it seems like it's over and it's out of breath, we try and give it a little nudge to wake it back up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, respect. In Mysonne, man, you have I'm going to be flipping back and forth because there's a lot that I want to learn from both of y'all. So right now, Mysonne, you have a book that's out, I Know My Rights. It was geared towards children, but it talks about the Constitution and the amendments. So what drove you to this point where you put this book out, which, by the way, is a nice book? Mysonne. Shut him down radio.
Sorry, I apologize. I'm here.
Oh, good.
Well, I had a guy, the producer of my book, reach out to me, and he basically brought the idea to me. He said, I see the work that you do, and I see how you invested in trying to help children. So I think I have an idea that'll make you, put both of those things together, and something that that can be something that as a guide to help a lot of young youth. And when he came to me, he said, I think you should do the Constitution, the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, just explaining to the kids about their rights and what those laws are. When I thought about it, I was like, wow, being young, growing up in the hood, not even understanding my rights. My rights have been violated so many times that I didn't even know I had them. Police would pull us over as kids walking from school and start searching our book bags, or, when we was teenagers, they'd throw us in the car and drive us around blocks and, interrogate us. And we didn't know that they were doing anything wrong. That was a normal part of our life, and I was like, wow, so if we can give some education to the kids growing up now so they don't allow them to do these things and they feel empowered. A lot of times we felt helpless dealing with police. That was the only time as a kid you felt helpless. When the police drove by, you were scared. You didn't know what they was going to do. You didn't know if they was going to say you looked like somebody. I had so many friends that went to jail for mistaken identity. And when you look at the Central Park 5 case, the young boy ended up going to the precinct when he didn't even have to. He wasn't under arrest. He wasn't. They asked him to just come down, and he volunteered to. It ended up not coming home for over a decade. So we don't know. When we don't know those things, they're able to take advantage of us. So, that was the motivation behind me writing this book, because I wanted to be able to empower young kids from our communities and make sure that they understood their rights.
Deep. And Trae, Houston has named Trae Day officially every July 22nd. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's a blessing. I got multiple holidays in Houston, and they blessed me with the key to the city. And they're working on more stuff. I mean, it's to the point I do so much for Houston. They don't even know what they can do for me anymore at the point of as far as awards or accolades. I still keep it going, man.
Yeah, so for everybody that's listening, I bring up these points to show that they deep. Trae the Truth, Mysonne have a very diverse, deep background that spans music to political to, philanthropy, everything. It's so deep. There's stuff that everybody can learn about y'all background and where you are today, including the features with, the game and Jim Jones and DMX and everybody like that. So much respect to both of you, because you guys have done some things and even inspired me to want to do more, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. So what's next on the music in regards to the next project or, moving forward?
I think right now we're going to let this project resonate because, it's fresh. It haven't even been half a day. of course, you know, I got my solo stuff coming in my normal routine, but it's like right now we're gonna try and let this sink in and get this, feed the people with this for right now, because it's something that's needed. Then from there, you know, we'll figure the rest out, bro. We taking it day by day.
Day by day. So if we can go back a little bit.
We put this project out. No, we just mirroring what Trae said, man. It just came out. We feel like it was needed for the times, for the culture. You know, we both are artists, so we make music in our sleep. You know, so we definitely gonna put out more music together and solo. I got a solo project I'm working on, as well as doing all the other stuff. But right now, this is our priority, man. Our people first, and then this project, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. So off the track, I think there was 14 tracks on this particular release. Which one was the most meaningful for each one of you?
For me, it just depends on what mood I'm in. That's all it is, because all of them is different emotions throughout what we were living through. So one of my favorites, though, definitely probably Trae for me, and I like Lyrical Cipher just to get in there on the competitive side, but that was, I mean, I like all of them, brother.
Yeah.
I just want to add that Trae cheated on Lyrical Cipher. I just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't cheat. What happened is I did a verse, and he did a verse, and it was like, I didn't want it to end, so I did another verse.
You cheated. Don't worry about
I noticed that.
Next time I'm getting me two verses on some lyrical stuff. Nah, but it's a dope song. It's one of my favorite songs too. Everybody who hears it, the video when it comes out, y'all gonna love it. So you know, it's a good part. That's one of my favorite songs. I like how we come in. I like somewhere in between. Like it's a lot. I got a lot of favorites. Pray for me. It's a lot of joints on there that you know that really resonate and you know that we put together. But you know, like you said, man, we both artists. We both competitive. We push each other. When you hear your brother spitting some hot, you gonna go and spit something hot. So you know, it's always a pleasure to be in the studio with somebody that does that for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, indeed. What's one of your favorite?
Pray for Me video just came out today too, so make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely look at that. Post that one up. If we can go back just a little bit on your background, give me one of the favorite collaborations you've ever done.
With me, probably Tupac.
Ooh, yeah.
When I was young, I had a song called Against All Odds. That song definitely meant a lot. But you know what's so crazy? I have over 2,000 unreleased records. I got some real favorites that I haven't released yet, man.
Deep.
I got
Trae got more features than anybody in the history of music. Listen,
I believe it.
He got more unreleased.
That is a fact.
Unreleased. Listen to me. There's nobody that got more. Just unreleased. Not even the ones he already got. He got unreleased features that you never even believe.
And record the world is gonna probably shock the world.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it, man. I mean, I started, I spent a little time trying to learn more about you as a person, both of you actually, and I started looking through the discography and all the features, and you talking about there's more unreleased, and I'm looking at what's already been released, and I'm thinking like, man, who has more collaborations? Like, I don't know.
You know, people used to think at one point they would be like, man, 2 Chainz has the most features, and he would tell her all the time. One person that I know got more features than me by a long shot is Trae.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
With everybody, man. You know, like I got real relationships with all my people, so
yeah,
it's a different type of history we got, you know.
Deep. Mysonne, which one of your favorite collabs?
You know, that really resonate and you know that we put together. But you know, like you said, man, we both artists, we both competitive. We push each other. When you hear your brother spitting some hot, you gonna go and spit something hot. So you know, it's always a pleasure to be in the studio with somebody that does that for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, indeed. What's one of your favorite?
Pray for Me video just came out today too, so make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely look at that. Post that one up. If we can go back just a little bit on your background, give me one of the favorite collaborations you've ever done.
With me, probably Tupac.
Ooh, yeah.
When I was young, I had a song called "Against All Odds." That song definitely meant a lot. But you know what's so crazy? I have over 2,000 unreleased records. I got some real favorites that I haven't released yet, man.
Deep.
I got
Trae got more features than anybody in the history of music. Listen,
hey, no, I believe it.
He got more unreleased.
That is a fact.
Unreleased. Listen to me. There's nobody that got more. Just unreleased. Not even the ones he already got. He got unreleased features that you never even believe.
And records is gonna probably shock the world.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it, man. I mean, I started, I spent a little time trying to learn more about you as a person, both of you actually, and I started looking through the discography and all the features, and you talking about there's more unreleased, and I'm looking at what's already been released, and I'm thinking like, man, who has more collaborations? Like, I don't know.
People used to think at one point they would be like, man, 2 Chainz has the most features, and he would tell people all the time. One person that I know got more features than me by a long shot is Trae.
Yeah, I believe
I
it,
mess with everybody, man. Like I got real relationships with all my people, so
yeah,
it's a different type of history we got,
Deep. Mysonne, which one of your favorite collabs? Mysonne.
My fault. I missed it. What you were saying? I'm sorry.
I was trying to get your perspective on one of your favorite collaborations.
My favorite collaborations that I've done, I mean, it'd probably be between DMX, the Locks. DMX and the Locks is probably, I think my favorite collaboration was probably the collaboration I did with DMX because the history behind it. I was it was around the Hard Knock Life tour, and I had just missed the cipher that they had. That was that was one of the with Beanie Siegel and them. I came like the day afterwards, and DMX had flew me out to Tacoma, Washington, and I went out there and I met him, and he's like, "Yo, I wish you'd have been at this cipher." And he was talking about it. So when I seen it, and then I remember what we had to do. We couldn't find no studio. We rented a studio from this old man who had a basement. I mean, a studio in his basement in his house, and we recorded that record because he wanted to get it done. So what we went through to get that record done is one of the things that was so dope for me, man. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, respect. All right, so I want to bring in Salo, the official host of Shut 'Em Down Radio. Salo, come on the line.
Hey, Mysonne, Trae the Truth. Thanks for coming to the show tonight. I want to interject. I really commend y'all for keeping bars alive and also for doing the groundwork, and I respect that. Mysonne, I've been following your career for a while. I come from Queens, New York, and I respect both of y'all, especially putting out solid projects. It's all love. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to the BX. I'm from Queens. And the current situation out there in Texas, is it getting better? I know you're putting in the groundwork, but as far as, the political thing.
As far as stuff that's going to need to be done, it's going to be a while because, you got people with busted pipes and tore up homes. And even past that, when you speak the political side, it's like, I think now lately people starting to see the people we got in position that's not right. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with you.
Hopefully all this stuff will get rearranged the right way because they definitely fumbled the ball. They definitely messed us over this go around.
Exactly. And I feel like this is really, global, as far as from hood to hood. And I feel like we need to come together and have these dialogues, because, you'll talk about it in the music. I really respect that, opposed to the people that's scared to touch these issues, concerning us. So I really commend y'all. But, yeah, Rick, we here, man. Shut 'Em Down Radio, man. Mysonne, Trae the Truth. Rick, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Get it.
Yeah, man. So we appreciate it, man. We got to get to one of these tracks right now. Salo.
All right, let's get into this track right here. And go get the project. Support the real. This is Trae the Truth, Mysonne. You know how we coming. Let's get it. Yeah.
Shut 'em down radio. Shut 'em down radio.
We back online.
Back online. Got Trae the Truth and Mysonne. Gentlemen, here's an opportunity right now to give a couple shout-outs if you have a few people you want to send some greetings to. Shut them down.
You know, I just, man, that's all. You know, I want to shout out to everybody as far as who's supporting us, everybody who's part of the movement, the Release Gang, the ABN, the Until Freedom movement, just everybody who's part of what we got going on, man. Especially World Star, you know, because this project coming out through World Star, so you know how important that is. No, man, you know, it just, we just appreciative to be living, bro. And literally, not trying to cut y'all up, I'm in the field now, taking care of people. So I'm trying to do an interview, but at the same time, take care of the people, and I'm juggling 5 things at once right now.
Respect.
That's right, man. We want to thank Trae is definitely a superhero, man. So I want to thank him for the work he's doing right now and still having the time to get on these calls. You know, I'm working, but I ain't working as hard as he is. I know just watching him for the last week, man, over a week. Just watching him every day. He's on the ground, 10 toes, as he always is, man. We got to thank him for just even being here, man. And just thank everybody else, fans who support us. Like you said, World Star, our teams, Until Freedom, ABN, Belief Gang, just everybody, man. We just hope that we put together a project that people can enjoy. You know, we didn't do it for no big splash, no major thing. We just wanted people to be able to have music that they can relate to and enjoy. So thank everybody who supports it.
Yes, sir. So, man, before I let y'all get out of here, you mind giving us a vocal drop for Shut 'em Down Radio real quick, and then I'm going to let y'all get on your way.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So you want me to say, what exactly you want me to say for the drop?
Just a quick Shut 'em Down Radio
I didn't
drop.
even hear that part.
Mysonne.
A quick Shut 'em Down what?
Just a Shut 'em Down Radio drop. This is Mysonne on Shut 'em Down Radio.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you already know it is. Your boy Mysonne.
Okay.
None but love. Shout out to Shut 'em Down Radio. Keep supporting us, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You need me to do one?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, man? You rocking with Trae the Truth, a.k.a. King Truth, man. And this Shut 'em Down Radio. Pay attention.
All right, man, I respect both of y'all very much. Appreciate y'all time. I know y'all busy, so thank you so much. Have a great night, rest of your weekend. Respect.
All right, bro. Anything y'all need, y'all holler at me. Much love.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man.